over the course of that first fight, heading into the rematch? Ready, I am. Over the course of that first fight, heading into the rematch, did you figure Sergey Kovalev out?
I mean, I think I showed that. I think I showed it in the second half of the fight. A lot of people like to camp around the knockdown, and I understand that's a standard that's over my career. That's not where a lot of people have seen me, and I don't feel like I should be on the ground. So, but past that, I think if you look at the scorecards, it's pretty dominant after that. He won some rounds for sure. It's a 12-round fight. He's going to get his. But I think it was pretty consistent and pretty dominant. So, but that doesn't mean that it's a given going into this fight. He's going to make adjustments. I assume he's going to be better. And I definitely have to be better and will be better.
I asked you this heading into the first fight. Be Andre Ward the commentator if you could. I know that's tough, but take yourself out of the equation. What is Andre Ward the commentator? How does he break down and analyze this fight?
I'll be honest with you, man, it's not even about getting too deep with it, man. It's going to be a lot more flair. It's going to be a lot more fun. I'm finna put on a show, and that's as simple as that. It's not about, getting too deep. Of course, we work on, specifics and certain things like that, but it's more about me doing what I want to do in there, and understanding that that's my ring. And that's the mentality. At this stage in your career, yeah, it's X's and O's, but it's about a mentality. It's my ring, and obviously I have to go implement that. It's not enough in just saying it, but that's what I plan on doing.
They say with great athletes, there's a phrase that you don't tug on Superman's cape. Has Sergey Kovalev done just that heading into this fight at all?
I can't say that he has, because he's definitely barking up the wrong tree in terms of if he and it's funny, man, because they're not even good at it. I'm just gonna be honest. They're not even good at it. Like, if you're gonna talk smack, like, just come with it. Like, enough where I can at least respect it. Like, okay, that's a good one. It's like, man, you could if he wants to post Twitter messages and Instagram messages until his fingers falls off, go for it. It's all good. Hold on one second. I'm cool with that. And really, he's being told what to do.
Mm-hmm. That's what you think so?
He's being told what to do, and at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, bro. You have to see me in a couple weeks.
And
it's just time to show up. You have to see me. So, it's not. I don't read it. I get wind of some overflow here and there, but it's just all bad. June 17th. That's probably the best way I can put it.
Well, it was in that first fight, after the knockdown, you guys landed jabs on each other, and then that body work you did seemed to make that difference. But do you feel like you've yet to really hit him with your best shots yet, and that'll happen in the second fight, or?
I don't think I hit him with my best shots. I think I had a very workmanlike performance, right. and getting behind like I did. You don't have the luxury to kind of set things up. You got to kind of go to work and get rounds in the bag. And I think my mentality shifted. And I think, again, that's just a testament to, me and my team, man. It's just that, you want to try to be able, no matter what sport, win different ways. If you got to win ugly, if you got to have a workmanlike performance, if sometimes you go out there and it's like, man, I did everything I envisioned doing. And that's obviously a beautiful night. But, unfortunately, it's not always like that. And I never wanted to be a guy where if you took away my best asset or if I got in a hole, I couldn't come out of it, and that's the first time I've had to come from behind like that. And I didn't know how I was going to respond. I know I got heart, and I know I've been on the canvas before. I've had adversity in the gym and in fights, but not quite like that, on the biggest stage. And just to respond like that, man, is, it shows what we're made of.
But if he believes he's tasted the best you've got, is he in for a rude awakening?
It really don't matter what he thinks.
Right. How did he, though? You kind of said he didn't, so does that mean you think in this second fight?
That's fine if he thinks he's I've been boxing 20-some-odd years. Like, if he thinks he's seen everything, that's cool. Let's talk after the fight.
But the fact is, you don't believe he has.
It's impossible to show you everything that I have in 12 rounds.
But and then I heard you earlier on First Take say you're gonna have more fun in this second fight. Yeah. What does that mean?
It's just I've gotten back to just enjoying what I do, And I made my mind up after that last fight. It really had nothing to do with that fight. It's just after each fight, and really. Just often, like I'm in my head, trying to figure out ways to get better and, analyzing myself. And, I had a good pre-camp even before camp even started. And it's hard to explain, but you just got to see it, So just having fun and doing what I want to do. That's the best way I can describe it. And Verge came in when camp first started. He was like something different. And you're going to see it, from the leg movement to the feints to, clown, just everything. You're just gonna see a lot of fun. I keep hearing people talk about how scary this dude is, and it's a certain point where that stops with me. Like, you're a good fighter, I give you credit, you know, and I've respected the dude even with all the recklessness he's been doing after saying, man, once a champion, always a champion. You know, I've maintained that. You know, he's a good fighter, don't get me wrong. And it's not going to be easy. But that's my ring, June 17th.
Are you now the best fighter pound for pound? And a sub question to that, do you have the best defense in the sport? I
don't know, man. I wouldn't, I mean, excuse me. Shameless plug right there. I keep hitting everybody bad, man. I don't think I have the best defense. I think I have a really good defense. I honestly wouldn't say I have the best defense. Wow. Yeah, I got a decent defense. You know, sometimes I get hit with stuff. I'm like, dude, you shouldn't be getting hit with that. You know, because the thing is, like, I'm not. I think if I was defensive first, which a lot of people kind of say that I am, if I was defense first, I'd get hit less. But I'm trying to get some work in. You know, I'm trying to touch something, I'm trying to hit something. And when you're trying to hit something and touch something, I'm obviously trying to be responsible about it, but you're going to get hit. So, you know, it's like Sugar Ray Leonard. Like, he got hit more than Floyd got hit, but he was trying to get some. You know, he had a different mentality in there. He's more offensive. So, wouldn't say that I'm the best defensively. I think I'm up there. But as far as pound for pound, you know, I've said it. Like, I'm out of that discussion, man. I don't know. You know, that's up in the air. And again, everybody who has a vote, I welcome them to vote. And again, if I get the top spot for a month, a year, 6 months, or whatever, I'm thankful. I'm appreciative. That's where you always want to be. But if not, I got to keep working.
And this is my last one. Are you expecting a better Sergey Kovalev? And do you have to be better on the 17th as well?
Yeah, I answered that a little earlier. Like, I expect him to be better. I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. That's how I get down. That's how I train. I'm gonna always give you more than you deserve, probably. And if it falls short of that, it's a bonus. If not, then, you know, I'm ready. And I expect myself personally. That's a demand I'm putting on myself, is to be better. And the first fight was a great fight, man. I just don't like to win like that. But I want to win a different kind of way. And really, man, it's about answering any questions that are out there, removing all doubt, and putting a muzzle on him and his team, because they've been doing way too much talking lately.
Thank you so much, Andre.
Thank you. Great.